So I have no idea why they sent one to me as well. Seeing these pop up on social media. This is what I have to deal with on a daily basis. Trying to make videos for you guys. And this one just comes here and interrupts everything. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. In this video we're going to talk about the Aquario Neo Flow. Oh, Mark, did you already talk about that a few weeks ago? Yes, I did. And matter of fact, let me show you. So in my previous video about the Aquario Neo Flow, I installed it on this tank. And it's actually still there. Still doing its thing. So I'm still enjoying it. But as you can see, I've swapped the inlet for a glass inlet with a skimming portion. Because I was getting surface scum, I did not like that. So I am only using the outflow and a regular glass inflow. So today we're talking about the Aquario Neo Flow Premium. So you might have already seen these pop up on social media. I guess Aquario was kind enough to send them to some of the bigger content creators. So I have no idea why they would send one to me. But I appreciate it a lot. Let's test it out and see what it's all about. So I've already seen a few people unbox this, but I haven't seen any videos yet about people actually testing it out. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Where did this came from? Guys, I put a lot of effort into that transition, so you better smash that like button now. Alright, then I guess we'll be testing the Aquario Neo Flow on this aquarium. Alright, so let's just take a quick look at what's different with the Neoflow Premium. So we just have the regular plastic tubes here. Inlet, and we have the outlet, and we have the clamps, so all this you guys seen already in the previous video. So they've added this thing right here, which is basically like a spin pipe attachment to reduce the flow, and then you can also add these extra covers to reduce the flow even more. And you can just add one, you can add two, whatever you like. So I'm curious to test that out. What I'm even more curious about is this piece right here. So this is like a really tiny skimmer that just goes onto the outflow of the regular Neo Flow. So this I'm actually really excited about because it's like a super tiny skimmer. So I have a lot of issues with surface scum in my tanks, and to get rid of it you either need to get a extra skimmer that runs on electricity, or you need to get a intake with the glass skimming portion, which is actually quite expensive. So I think this is a nice solution to get rid of the surface scum. So there's a reason why I chose this small aquarium to test out the new Aquario Neo Flow. On this aquarium I'm using a very small external canister filter, the Scapers Flow from Denele. And what's funny about this filter is that it actually comes with plastic inlet and outlet pipes as well. I think they're actually made from acrylic, not plastic, so there's a little difference here. So let's just take off the Scapers Flow and let's install the Neo Flow. Okay, so I've just installed the two clamps, and now we just need to figure out which one we're going to use for the inflow, which one we're going to use for the outflow. But we have one problem. The intake portion would normally of course go on the long side of the pipe. But because it's such a small aquarium and the substrate is quite high on the back and the carpet is high on the back, I need to put the intake on the short side. So I think we're gonna have to cut this part, because else it's already on the table now, so I need to have it a bit shorter. So I'm gonna try to cut a few centimeters off of this pipe. Alright, here we go. I just used my wood saw because I have nothing else. It's not pretty, but it's going behind the aquarium, so nobody's gonna see it. And now we can continue. So this is the standard setup, like you guys probably already seen it. Just a regular inflow, regular outflow. Now on this small tank it kind of looks ridiculous because the outflow is literally like 5, 6, 7 centimeters underneath the water surface. Ideally we would have it somewhere around here, but then this one is sticking out, so that also doesn't look too nice. So I think I'll just cut off a little piece from there as well. Yes, cut off another piece. This time I've used this little knife here and went through it like butter. So now if we do this, yeah, I think that's a better height. So I've actually just made a huge mistake by cutting the inflow part too short, and now the skimmer is sticking out above the water, so it's, yeah, I just completely messed it up. Yeah, so I'm showing it to you guys, so hopefully you don't make the same mistake. I think that we can still make a way around this. I mean, the clamps, they basically raise the pipe a little bit as well, so I think if I just remove the clamp, it can still sit lower, and then I can just attach it with the normal suction cup here behind the glass, and it should still work, I think. Let me try that. Yes, I fixed it. I removed the clamp, added a really small suction cup, and now it's perfect. So let's turn on the filter. Yes guys, it's working. Skimmer is functioning. So it took me a few minutes to figure it out, because the portion that sits inside the outflow has, just like this tube, the 45-degree angle, and if you twist it, then you can either have it skimming more or skimming less, basically. But if you skim it too much, then it also sucks in air, and we don't want it, of course. I think right now I got it just right. It's just skimming the surface, and it's not sucking in the air. Really nice. Well, I do like to have strong flow, but this is a bit too much even for me. So let's try to attach the second attachment, the Neo Reliever. Let's see what that does. Okay, so that's the reliever installed. Yeah, that does make it a lot more bulky almost immediately. So I don't think I will be using the reliever, but it definitely does the job. It definitely makes it a lot more calm. There's no more super strong flow. And with the one cap on this side attached, the flow is now pushed in that direction. So that is nice, but yeah, it's a bit more bulky. I just took a little break from filming, came back to find that the surface is completely clean, no more surface scum. Yeah, so the skimmer is definitely doing its thing. So I just had this idea, like this little cube that I have here. I absolutely love it, but it's using a very small internal filter there in the left corner. And it doesn't have a skimmer, so I always have this oily film on the top. And these Neo skimmers, you can buy them separately. So what if I can manage to fix this Neo skimmer on this little internal filter here? It's working. Small skimmer on a small internal pump. Say goodbye to the surface scum. Alright guys, that's it. Just a quick video about the Neoflow Premium. I really like this product. I like how customizable it is, you know? Like, it's not one product, it's a lot of different products in one, and you can customize it to whatever you like actually. And what I showed you here today is just a fraction of that. So yeah, I really like it. I do think the reliever is a good product as well. I just think it's way too bulky for this small aquarium, but if I had a larger tank and I would not want to have a lot of flow, I would definitely use that reliever as well. I'm curious what you guys think of this product. Let me know in the comments. If you want to know more about the Neoflow, I'll leave the previous video that I made in the description as well. And I'll also leave a link in the description to the Green Aqua website, because I saw that they have actually put it up for sale, the whole set. I do think it was out of stock right now, but maybe it will come back in stock soon. I think for the rest of Europe it should be available for sale somewhere June or July, so yeah, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. But if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done this yet, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. So that's what we're going to be doing today.